Hi everyone, welcome to this next episode on Anubhav Learning Series. Today's topic for discussion is catalog service unavailable in WebIDE. Many of you are already SAP UI5 and Fury developers and being using this tool, amazing tool called WebIDE for creating your UI5 and Fury applications. And very often when you are trying to connect to your SAP system, could be a suite on HANA system, S4 cloud system, you very often see this problem called catalog service unavailable while creating an application using the template. So how do we troubleshoot the catalog service? And first of all, let's understand what is catalog service. So a catalog service is itself an OData service available in SAP NetWeaver gateway system in order to pull the information of all the other OData services in the system which are activated. So it is itself a service, and there are two versions of this service currently available in the system, and the version which WebIDE usage is version 2 all the time. So where can you find, first of all, whether this service is there or not? So the first reason why the fail happens is probably because the service itself is inactive in the system. So how do you check whether this service is active or inactive? So as usual, we go to the SAP system, and the transaction code here is to check all the services which are activated is /iwfnd/main service. So I just go inside, and now here you can do a filter and search for the catalog service. Just search for catalog star. That is an easy way to find. And now you see this catalog service version 2. So you can double click here, and then you can see here this ICF node status is green. Yeah, make sure that there is no system alias assigned to this service, and then status is also green, which indicates that service is up and running. So let's call this service in the browser. I'm just going to say allow, and you would see now in the browser it's almost, yeah, it's loading up fine. So just in case in your company when you're using an SAP system, if this service is inactive, then you would get this error. So let me try to demonstrate this. So I will just go and quickly try to create a Fury application using template using WebIDE. So I come to our WebIDE, I right click and I say new project from template, and I choose a worklist application, say next, and just gives it Z demo catalog service, and I say www.onlinefurytrainings.com. That's my website for all the latest courses on SAP UI5 Fury Gateway, Fury extensions, as well as S4 HANA come ABAP on HANA. If you would like to learn CDS View, this is one of the best place where you can go ahead and learn all the latest technologies, including S4 HANA Cloud extensions and SDK, plus SAP Cloud Platform, Cloud Foundry concepts as well. Now I just give some name, ofd.com, and now I just give some description, Anubhav's Fury app, and let's click on next button. And now I just click on selection and I choose my SAP S4 HANA server, and you see it's loading up right now because my catalog service is active. And at times you don't see this get loading. So let me deactivate now this one, this ICF node I deactivate, or maybe you can delete this node. And just in case in any of these cases when the node is deactive or it's not there, then you would get that error. So let's come back. So go back and say next. And now again, I just select blank. And again, I choose my S4 HANA server. And now, as expected, you can see you are getting this nice error in WebIDE called catalog service unavailable. Awesome, guys. So this is first reason why your catalog service is not available, why your list of services are not loading. Now, the question comes, Anubhav, how do we troubleshoot? So the best way to troubleshoot is there with you. It's your best friend, as we always learn in our training, called console. So press F12 in the console, or you can also right click and say inspect, and now go to the network tab, and now just come down, and here you choose once again your destination. By the way, this destination is created in my local folder because I'm using SAP WebIDE Personal Edition. So it's typically created in your computer's WebIDE folder, Eclipse, configuration, config master, destinations. And this is where I have created a couple of them. So now I'm going to choose, and let me choose. And now you see this call of service collection goes for red. That clearly indicates that we are not able to load the services right now. And if I just double click here, you would see exactly the same error. So cool, isn't it? So this call was terminated because service is not even available, which clearly means the service node is not active in ICF. So now I go back and just enable this once again, activate, and now let's go back, give another try. I'm just going to refresh here. Oops, refresh one more time, maybe just give a try. So we have activated the node, I hope so. And I say call browser. Yeah, this is up and running, and I can probably press F12, right click and say empty cache and hard reload. Oops, not working. Maybe give a try from here. I'm going to reload our WebIDE. So let's reload our WebIDE, and then we will see what happens. So of course, maybe you have to reload the WebIDE after activating it. And let's come back, right click, say new project from template. And I'm going to choose the worklist application, Z Fiori app, online Fiori trainings.com, of T, Anubhav's app. Say next, and now once again come and choose this server. Awesome, you can see it's now loading up. And of course, if you would have checked the network call, press F12 and just choose the network call. You would see last time the service collection was going red, and now when I double click, you would see now here it would load all the necessary details. Awesome, so okay, now next. So that's one reason why your services may not load. Now let's investigate some more reasons. So I have created here a couple of other destinations as well to my server. So this is one case where the service is not active. But what about if the system is down? So first use case we saw is because that service is not active itself, the catalog service V2, that to V2 version 2 guys, so important. So the catalog service version equals to 2 is not active. Another reason could be that the destination file which you had created has some wrong information. So let's take another example, and I just pressed F12. That is the same troubleshooting method for any of the cases. And I'm going to choose the one which has an issue in service. So I choose that, and now you would see again we should get an error. Hopefully not right now. So at times you may get error, and the reason of that error could be that the port number which you had used is incorrect. Okay, so right now it's loading up. Maybe I just give it a try one more time. Just going to close this and give it one more try. I'm going to right click and say new Fiori app from template. Just give some details. And now I choose the one with the issue. Okay, it's loading up guys, but at sometimes what happens is the port number which you would have used in your destination may be missing. So that could be another reason of failure. So in my case, it's working fine, but I'll just show you the destination which I created here as an issue. And I go inside this destination, open a notepad file, and you see here the URL of my server. At times there is a port number, HTTP or HTTPS port number, which you must have to mention. If you do not mention that, the system would again cause a failure for loading of your catalog service data. So always come back, and I just put here port number, but where do you get this port number from? You will get this port number from a transaction code in SAP system called SMICM, System Maintenance Transaction. Go to and say choose services, and here you see your HTTP and HTTPS port numbers. So in my case, I'm using HTTP, so always use this port number 8001 here then, and just mention that. So this is another reason why what I've seen, most of the people, they are unable to run their services, or it gets the catalog service issue because the missing port number, HTTP or HTTPS port number. At times we have seen that people do very often the mistakes in these kind of files. So don't worry, I will share this particular destination file in the link below in the description of this video, and you guys can download, and just you have to download and change this particular link as per your own SAP system, and also the system ID as per your own SAP system ID. So that is a 3-digit system ID, and rest all, it is all good, and you guys can go ahead with it. So we can change the description also. Of course, you can based on your need, and then save this in your system, and that could be the another reason why it may fail. So missing port number, which you can check in SMICM transaction. The third reason, which I've seen very, very often, that the destination which you guys have created, so in this case, this NS4, people do keep it .txt file. You can make it out with the icon actually. If you really look at in Windows system, you see the icon difference will make it out. So you see here icon is different. So it should never ever have .txt extension. That is a third reason which I've seen very oftenly. People do create the files and these extensions are not visible because of your Windows settings. So if you go to view, here you see an option called file name and extensions. If it is unchecked, you see the extension is not visible, but actually this is now a txt file, and the txt file system will not be able to load this one actually. So if I go and see the name, it's S4HANA 1809 server. And now if I just go back to WebIDE and choose SAP S4HANA 1809 server, you can see again, we get an error. Reason is very simple. The file extension has to be null. It should be nothing. It should not be txt. That's the third most interesting reason. I have observed that this is actually 80% of the mistakes till now I've seen with personal edition, what developers do while creating a destination. So the file extension must be empty. You can check the settings and icon to identify the extension. Okay, so remove the txt. So let's go back and I will just check this setting up called please show me the file extension, and now this is visible, and I'll rename this and remove this txt extension from here. Yes, done. And now let's come back and let's give a try one more time. Voila, there you go. You see it's loading up again. Awesome, guys. That's the third interesting reason. Another interesting reason, it could be genuinely the system itself is down. So let me show you another example where I choose this destination called S4HANA Cloud server. I have a S4HANA Cloud instance, and you see it's showing it's unavailable. So now if you really look at same troubleshooting technique, press F12, and I'm going to choose this up, the cloud server, and you would see again the service collection is red. Double click here and you would see, oops, the system is down. Awesome, guys. So it's a cloud system which is currently down, and because of that also naturally the catalog service, you see the URL here, catalog service version 2 is not available. So it could be at times the system itself is down and you're trying to hit that system. How will you get the results? That's pretty natural. So that's another mistake. The system itself is down and you're trying to hit and you're thinking and figuring it out. Is there something wrong you've done in your destination? Could be the fourth reason. The system itself is down. So you can trace this out pretty easily with the help of looking and going into the troubleshooting techniques. The fifth reason, which I very oftenly see in the WebIDE full stack, or it can happen also anywhere, because WebIDE full stack, usually we maintain these destinations. And you can see I maintain a destinations with the name called S4HANA server. Okay, this server NS4 Fiori user. I had maintained a destination, and at times I might have given a wrong password. Okay, so here when you choose basic authentication, the password which you have given is incorrect. Since you have given incorrect password, system when it's try to connecting, it will get an error also. So let's go to WebIDE full stack, and I'm going to use this NS4 Fiori user destination. Sorry, I just use this NS4 destination itself, and it's called S4HANA 1809 as a description. So let's come back to WebIDE full stack, right click, same steps, new project from template, choose anything, next, say next, and now we will choose the destination as we saw. And also, as in parallel, I would like to do troubleshooting. So press F12, and this window is annoying you, so that you can also dock it on the right side like this. Pretty straightforward. And now you can choose your destination. So I will choose my NS4 server. And again, you see, since the username password combination is incorrectly maintained, system is popping you up with the username password, which is correct one. So I'm going to give intentionally my wrong password and wrong username and say sign in. And it's again popping up. And guys, this is another basic mistake which people does. They keep giving the wrong password, and that somehow locks their ABAP user, because uh, more than 3 wrong attempts, as you already know in SAP, it's a natural funda that it will lock your user. Very interesting point. So then they will keep complaining the basis why my user is getting locked. Is there somebody else using my user, or what's going on, man? Your system is unstable. So you are actually hiding your incompetencies behind blaming somebody else, which you should never do. Okay, understand the system and then react to it. Do not try to play a blame on somebody else because of your own mistakes. So please be careful when you do that. If you have maintained a wrong password, or if you just choose method as authentication method incorrectly, then it will pop you up because it is unable to connect to the right server. So that is another reason of failure. And at times the third reason can be, so which I also want to show you here. So there's one more destination I have called NS4 Fiori user. Now here I maintain the correct username and password, but this user is also valid user in the system. However, the user does not have authorizations for the catalog service. So there are two things. One is the catalog service is available and it is active, but the user which I'm using is not having the right authorization for the service. Okay, so then also it will fail, and it can be easily troubleshooted nicely. So let's come back. And of course, I have to now choose this one, NS4 Fiori user. Okay, it's actually a technical user created in S4 system with the maintained technical user application in a communication arrangement of S4 on a cloud. And I'm going to choose this up, and you would see it's turning red. Again, the same error, catalog service is unavailable, please try. But let's double click now and troubleshoot what went wrong. When I double click and troubleshoot, you would clearly see the error is coming as no authorization to access the service, which means user is valid, the password is also valid. I was able to log into the user, but since this user which you had used doesn't have the right authorization assigned to the user, you are unable to access the catalog server. And this happens very often in S4HANA Cloud solutions, especially when you try to use a technical user and to build a Fiori application. So maybe in my next session, I will introduce you and show you how to create a side-by-side extension for S4HANA cloud-based application. So if you like this video and if you think this video can help your friends, please do like, share, comment, and also let me know, have you ever faced this issue, catalog service not available in WebIDE, and what was your experience? How did you fix it? Maybe that can help others as well. So please do write in the chat window here, in the comment box below, to share your experience with catalog service and what problem was you were facing. Of course, it comes as a generic message all the time, but how did you fix it? And that is something which is definitely going to help us improving the experience with SAP WebIDE with all of us. And as a developer, it will also help you to speed up the work and fix these issues, which I find very frustrating at times. When I Google, I don't find a right resource which can guide me through these different options. People generally end up giving same answer for the question, and it could be specific to your own use case. So the last one which we saw is user credentials were invalid. Another one we saw, user does not have authorization to the catalog service itself. This is typically a technical user in S4HANA Cloud system. Awesome. So these are all the top 6 reasons which I found till today. Of course, there may be some more, and I would like to hear from you in the comment box about them. Thank you so much, as usual, watching this learning series video. And in my next video, I will explain you about visual editor of WebIDE Full Stack. If you are looking for technical training and you're finding it very difficult to understand the core concepts of SAP UI5, please do subscribe my courses on onlinefurytrainings.com, one single platform for all the latest technological learning which you want today to survive in this changing industry, survive in this changing market. You can learn SAP UI5, Fury, Gateway with all the concepts without any copy paste of code. This is our main motto. We don't teach copy paste like other trainers. And you can also learn all the advanced stuff like WebIDE Full Stack, Launchpad, extensions, Fury security concepts, roles, S4HANA on-premise, S4HANA Cloud, SAP Cloud Platform, native HANA development, CDS views, AMDP, SQL scripting, creating OBP-based application, analytic app creation, and you can subscribe this channel for more and more interesting videos. And all of this is available under one single hood, right from a basic development course to the senior principal and architect level courses are available on our website. Please do like, subscribe, share this video with your friend who are stuck and facing the similar problem of catalog service. Not that all, you can also subscribe and check Anubhav Learning Series, which is absolutely free set of videos for advanced learners to create end-to-end applications. With that, Anubhav signing out. Thank you so much and keep watching, keep liking. Goodbye.